Hey you guys, happy Thursday the 9th. We are across from Paramount Studios, I think the Van Ness Gate. We are going to be walking from Paramount up to Vine and having a little historical chat along the way. I hope you guys are having an awesome Thursday. I'm going to turn right on Melrose up here, right over here. It is Paramount. You can tour Paramount. Hey, Mark. Happy Thursday. So this is I've been working on member videos all day. This is kind of a last minute walk, but not last minute. I prepared like the stuff I'm going to talk about quite a while ago. I have a couple of ready to go walks just in case I get waylaid like I did today. Paramount Pictures, and then this must be everything built around it. Residential style is probably for the people that work here. And this lot kind of precedes Paramount, I guess you might want to say. I love these little courtyard buildings. They're pretty great. Hey, Angela Thomas. Hey, Mountain Bike. Hey, Nicholas. So I looked into my FPS issue, which is the frames. And apparently the update messed up a lot of people's frames. It suggested that you lower the frame rate. I also updated my phone today, so I didn't lower the frame rate, but if we end up in slow motion, like we've been for the past couple nights, just know it is not me. Across the street from Paramount is Raleigh Studios. I one time saw this bunk arse special about ghostly hauntings, and it said that Raleigh Studios was haunted by the ghost of Joan Crawford. I think Joe will be joining us on the walk. He is hanging out with his drummer today. Joe is playing a few shows at the end of April, May, back to back. So, I don't know why I just made that noise. So this is the hedge, the Paramount hedge. We will be in front of the gate in a couple minutes. We'll just look at Raleigh Studios. Raleigh Studios is kind of weird because it doesn't look old, but if the ghost of Joan Crawford haunted it, then it's for sure old. Hey, Flat Smack. I don't know, man. I wish it looked a little more like LA Noire sometimes. I could use a streetcar right now. So we'll walk really slowly by Paramount so you can get the full, it's the Bronson Gate. It's the most famous gate, right? You'll see it in a second. We'll talk about it after we walk by. I'm a little self-conscious. I don't want them to think I'm Entertainment Tonight or anything. Paramount is the last major studio still down here in Hollywood. Founded in 1912. That's a long time ago by Adolf Zucker and famous players film company. Let's stand here like fools. They later merged with Lasky in 1916 and acquired the specific lot in 1926 from United Studios. United Studios wasn't really a studio though. It was more like a organization. It has produced film continuously ever since then. Silent films, talkies, blockbusters, streaming originals. A radio broadcast building, KCAL, was added on the lot in 1935, reflecting that studio always understood they were in the content business, not film. Anyway, let's do a real close-up of that. You'll pretend like we walk by a Rolls Royce. Anyway, right? Really cool. It's kind of I guess it's kind of like seeing the Roman Colosseum in a way. It's much less impressive than you, or smaller than you think it's going to be. Everything that we're going to walk by probably exists because Paramount existed, you know? I wonder when this hedge went up. It would be really lovely if we could see beyond it. Ooh. This place is a Mexican restaurant. We walked by it before when we walked by Paramount. It was still there, but abandoned. Kind of sad. Hey, Alex. I want to take the studio tour where we go inside. I don't think I could live stream in that studio tour. I always loved like a dollhouse with an open back, or one of She Clicks Bricks Lego places. So in addition to making movies here, they also had a recording studio, which may be that building right there, or actually I think it's coming up, where Nat King Cole recorded. It is, mountain bike, the most beautiful day actually. It's pretty crisp and cool. Oh, we'll see maybe if I don't stand in the middle of the walkways, the Paramount Water Tower, which we're going to kind of see as we walk throughout the neighborhood. And there's part of our thumbnail. So that's a long time. Paramount has been there since 1926. That's 100 years. As Paramount grew throughout the 1920s, the blocks around it also grew. And they were filled with infrastructure that a working studio would need. Apartments, which we just saw to the left and we'll see to the right. Talent agencies, prop houses. All kind of in this area. I mean, Paramount wasn't the only studio here then. I mean, further down Santa Monica, there's also, like, Desilu was there. So this kind of Hollywood tour, and this is where you go to the studio tour. Hey, Amy. Hey, RHH. So one thing I always get confused is I always think that this was Universal. It was never Universal. It was United for a little while, not to be confused with United Artists. Totally different thing. Again, United was like a group of artists. and not a real, didn't really have a studio. They were just using this space. So for some reason, my Swiss cheese brain, I always think Universal used to be here because there is a giant globe on the end. We are going to go over to Vine, but we are going to take a right here and then cross Midway and weasel over to Vine. Oh, did you say it was not the first studio? I for sure know that. There were tons of studios before that in New York. They all ended up coming out here because the weather and the sun. Oh my God. Laverne and Shirley. RHH, we are not going to Gower. We're gonna end up walking down Hollywood Boulevard because we're gonna end like the history part of the tour over there. Astro Burger is really fantastic, by the way. It's my I do. So the Bob Baker Marionette Show was happening this Sunday, but we are going to have a rainy day on Sunday. So they pushed it to September. I'm not exactly sure if that's the date, but it will be on a Sunday. So the area, again, built up around here is kind of residential. If you walk up to Santa Monica, you'll see prop houses and little, I guess, studios, which are all kind of being torn down at this point. It took a lot to make all of this stuff work. We're in Hollywood proper for sure, not east, not west. This is a BMW I really love, if we're talking vintage. I used to live near Sunset and Gower, like on Bronson, which Bronson cuts right through the middle of Paramount. And we walk by Sunset and Bronson all the time. That's where Hoika is before Bronson on Sunset. That's our favorite little restaurant. Also, I think because it never rained here, right? So a lot of the early studios had no roofs. I almost said roofs. Roofs. When I don't know if that guy's screaming my man to me, but when I imagine like a studio, this is kind of what I imagine it looking like. But in my mind's eye, it's black and white. Yeah, I think we're gonna take the next left. Right in front of Paramount, of course, is Hollywood Forever Cemetery. We go there a couple times, and we kind of got the boot the last time. I haven't been back since, but I think I probably will just go back and not on a Sunday, which is probably the most popular day to visit your loved one. Hey Alex, sorry I didn't even read your thing. I have gone twice. It's totally allowed because it's a public place, kind of. I can't explain it. I looked it up before, and they have no rules against it. And I've done it a couple times. I think the gimbal, holding the gimbal, and my particular gimbal, which it's the Hummer of gimbals, if you will. It's kind of obnoxious, but I like providing a quality turn. Right? Look at that. If I had a tiny little gimbal, the Fox 11 Studios, that's where they also filmed like Facts of Life and Gimme a Break. It's now a high school. I wasn't here when it was built. I mean, when it was torn down. I only remember that area being like a vacant lot and then a high school. I You can't really save everything, unfortunately. Oh wow. I've seen another Imperial that has exactly that same mosaic. And it's not this one right here. I guess they had a lot of Imperials anyway. Oops. Little 20s housing. Just trying to step out of someone's way. Oh, I certainly saw the strike. I saw it there and in front of Netflix. I also saw people slip in the side gate and break that strike. I guess it would be the Van Ness gate. So I don't think AI kind of sucks, right? If you overuse it completely, I think. I think if you use it to fully create something, you're not really creating anything. It's rehashing memories of something or whatever it's been fed into it, right? But if you feed it the right way and have it sort of guide it, which wastes a lot of energy, you can get something good out of it. But I don't think you're going to get anything like you would get from a human being brain on a lot of LSD. I'm just kidding about the LSD part. We're going to cross the street here. Yeah, I read that they were going to tear down the Viper Room. We did one of these kind of tours, but in Sunset Boulevard of like rock and roll, kind of spooky shit. Sorry for the S word. And at that time, that was almost a year ago, they were going to tear it down. And then I felt like it got a little reprieve. We are on El Centro. This is not really much to do with our Hollywood history tour, but we are the Orphanage on El Centro, which is pretty cool. Well, it's not, orphanages are not cool, but in this orphanage lived none other than Marilyn Monroe, for a time period. I don't think we can see over these super low houses, but she probably could see the Paramount water tower from here. Marilyn Monroe is a true Hollywood person. We'll get to the gate and I'll pull up. You'll be able to see it a little bit better. I've got a telescopic gimbal. Why they don't let me in places. But look at these. I love those little wooden, long, skinny, little kind of shotgun houses all built together. Oh my gosh. I used to watch both of those shows, just so you know. I was your biggest fan, Michael Starr. Especially Solid Gold. Did you ever meet Marilyn McCoo? I always wondered as a child, like, who picked out Marilyn McCoo's jewelry? She had some bodacious pieces of jewelry. Rosaline, hola, I'm so glad. I didn't want to disturb any geists anyway. I'm not really sure all of the specifics, like how long Marilyn Monroe was in this orphanage, but she did spend some time here in her adolescent years. All right, I'm gonna walk over to Vine. I really love this area. It's kind of funky, a little bit modernized. You still have some really cool little bungalows and weird courtyard apartments. And then that. Honda Dude, thank you for following me on Twitch. I only see the followers on Twitch for some reason. I do want to shout out members real quick while we're on this side street, and then we'll get back to business. Members, thank you so much. We do have a new member, a new Walk of Famer. I thought I updated that, but I did not, so I will put an update on that. I actually did update it. I don't know what happened there. We'll call it an iPhone glitch. So, thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, I am so bad I'm so sorry you have a sore throat. This can be really the worst. I kind of love this. It's like a swinging place to live in the 50s. I like the color choices too. I'm missing something. Oh, I've taken the Universal Studio tour, but just the one where you ride the train. The one that they had on Happy Days. Oh my gosh, it's my car. It's my bumper sticker. I'm kidding. Mine says Prince. Oh, I'm sorry, Amy. How was it? There's a couple Hollywood movies that I really haven't seen, and I feel stupid. One of them is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because it's right up my alley in every way. Maybe not every way. Quentin Tarantino tends to be a little violent. All right, we're gonna turn right here. We are on Vine. If we walk down the street to the left, and it was 70 years ago, we could probably go knock on Mae West's apartment door. She used to live the Ravenswood. In fact, I think her apartment was left closed in like a time capsule for a really long time. And the dearly departed tours guy, I can't remember his name, maybe Scott, he did a video where they went in her apartment, or somebody did. I like to watch the dearly departed tours guy. We have the same interests, but he has a totally different point of view and perspective, which is kind of amazing. I watch them once in a while. So we're heading up. We're heading up Vine. We're still on the other side of the orphanage hedge. And then we get to this little area, which is pretty cool. That is probably offices. It's not very attractive. That's my first CVS after I moved here because I used to love CVS. So this place is pretty awesome. I don't know what goes on in there anymore, or if anything goes on in there anymore, but it was founded in the 1940s by Maurice Stein, brother of the legendary songwriter Jewel Stein, who wrote music in Funny Girl, or wrote Funny Girl and Gypsy. There's a music shop on Vine Street, and across the street actually was the American Federation of Musicians Local 47 Hall. Maybe where that CBS is. Every session player, touring jazz musician, and studio contractor passed through both of these buildings. We are in a really music-rich area, and we'll point that out a little bit more further up ahead. Virtually every record, movie, and TV score produced in Hollywood since World War II has some connection to this address. Oh, and it's still open today under owner Gary Chen. The walls inside of the shop are still lined with photos. I would love to be able to walk in. So, music, voiceovers, all that kind of stuff was done in this area. I mean, we have such a rich music legacy in Los Angeles. Let me see if I'm zoomed out already. Modern building on the left side. Are you talking about this building? This building looks like a Memorex cassette tape. Or like a 1980s stereo component. Anyway, I don't really think it's open. I want to stick my nose in there. I see some merchandise. Professional drum shop does look like it is still open. Hey, LA Unknown. Hey, JK. I'm just trying to like, it's doing the frame drop again. Hold on for 1 second. We'll see. No, that was Memorex. Next building. What a classic. The next building up ahead is, this is Project Angel Food. We've got a new block, LA Unknowns School on the left. We'll point that out. One of my favorite places to get a taquito, a giant ASS taquito. Every 30 minutes, we're going to have to pause and restart the link because there is a glitch in the system. So I'll give you a warning to stand by. This used to be like some kind of crazy complex where they filmed Hell's Kitchen. I totally forgot about it. Was it here? LA Unknown, you could probably... There was something here. I feel like they filmed Hell's Kitchen there, but I could be totally wrong. That was a long time ago. Oh, that's good to see you guys love on each other. Only my toes. I'm sorry, this is Project Angel Food. And here are some stars. The angels who must have contributed to this. I'm not really sure. It's a path of angels. Let's take a moment. George Michael. No. This beauty here. Vine Street School. Okay, let's... We beat him to it, by the way. Exactly. I feel like Moby did have something to do. Anyway, if you want a really great taquito, this place, not inexpensive. You are in Hollywood after all, but delicious. In fact, I would love one right now. A pocket taquito. We should be on the side of being a better angel for other people. A lot of people need it right now, right? I don't really like... This is gonna be controversial, but angels are weird. Like, the thought of angels are weird. To me. I feel like they're frou-frou, kind of. But then there's, I love that house. And then there's also the kind of creepy part that some people say, anyway. But we do need to be angels right now, right? We also need to be really kind to the world and to each other. All right. So I'm gonna let this kid go because that always feels weird to me. But if you ever watch the I Love Lucy, when I mention this pretty frequently, when she's in Hollywood, this is almost the skyline. I probably would need to stand in the middle of that street over there. I can't remember what else you could see besides the Broadway Hollywood sign. How's it going?
How you doing? I'm just doing the vlog.
Yeah, thank you. But it was like, I don't know, that was her room view. Hey, OT Sinks. Welcome, welcome. Do I believe in angels? I don't know. I'm more inclined to believe in something like an angel, you know, than an actual biblical angel. I don't know. That's really deep. I never really thought about whether I believed in them or not. Right over there is BLT Studios. I don't know what they produce, but I'm not going to make the obvious joke. I do believe in ghosts, though. And this place is definitely haunted by the ghost of Christmas. We're gonna walk. There's a couple of people that are having an argument over there. Teens. I don't want to upset them. So we're gonna walk up to a building that's not there anymore. Instead, we have like a Yoshinoya beef bowl. Oh my god, that sounds so good. Okay, I am gonna walk around them because we can't stay over here forever. I also can't walk down the street the other way, but in this little plaza here, at the far end, I'm gonna just walk in here. There's like some teen conundrum. I saw a bottle of like whipped cream stuff over there. What's going on with kids? Anyway, Gold Star Studios, Gold Star Recording Studios was right up here. Dave Gold, Stan Ross, they built these custom-built echo chambers, which are now under Yoshinoya Beef Bowl and Piera Pizza. Those tunnels were the physical infrastructure behind Phil Spector's Wall of Sound, right? The first recording sessions for Good Vibrations were also right in that Yoshinoya Beef Bowl. Richie Valens recorded La Bamba here also. And Donna, Sonny and Cher, Herb Alpert, Frank Sinatra. The list runs through every major act of the era. The building was destroyed in a fire in 1984. A modern facade now occupies the corner. That's where we are. There was a pants store next door. In the video where I did a members video, and we've got actually pictures of what this block looked like. I should have stuck them on here. It was a pretty standard Hollywood kind of building. So all these sort of blocks leading up to Hollywood are all like post-production, densely populated and occupied by post-production infrastructure. There are more little studios, one-room studios that way. There are more in that direction also. Editing suites, sound mixing rooms, talent agencies, you name it. Sometimes the work of finishing a film wasn't done at the studio at all, but in little spots like these. I'm always excited to see this place still open. It's been here long before I lived here. But they have everything. Mobile. At this gas station, we are looking at $6.89 Supreme in California. That lady thinks I'm filming her. So a little more on the El Centro Orphanage that we are like 20 blocks away from now, and I forgot to bring up earlier. The blocks around that were working class residential. We definitely saw that. Housing for extras, crew, seamstresses, you name it. So 1 block west of all that was El Centro, which stands on Holly Grove, the Los Angeles Orphans Home. I mean, where the Los Angeles Orphan Home stands. The Los Angeles Orphans Home stands. Sorry, tongue twister. The land was donated by Senator Cornelius Cole, who got a street named after him. And on September 13th, 1935, a 9-year-old Norma Jean Baker was brought there after her mother was institutionalized. She became Ward 3463, sharing a dormitory with 26 girls. And yes, from her window, she watched the Paramount lot and water tower. Joe D'Alessandro, like the Joe D'Alessandro from Andy Warhol films. You would never know it. They must have tore down that big boy. I actually love Taco Bell, but I've never been to this one. There used to be like a Goodwill over here and something else. We're gonna cross the street. I have a picture of James Dean by his Porsche on this block right over here, and you can see that pawn shop in the background, which has not changed since before then, obviously. Everyone wanted to hear that, right? Just kidding. This is another old little studio remnant. Oh my god. That's pretty awesome. I love free drink refills. At the Taco Bell we go to sometimes now, they need to turn the drink machine on. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me on Thursday night and talking about historical stuff. It's always fun. Also, always fun to hang out with you. Please feel free to like and subscribe. I think we're 30 away from the big 6K. So, you know, help us with the algorithm a little. All right. So I want to show you the sign and the building because it's pretty cool. I once went to that Office Depot on Stream and bought a cord. They were so helpful. Definitely not like Staples. Just kidding. The best pupusas I've ever had are at this place right here, La Numero Uno. They also have fresh juice. I'm not sure what it's called, but it's one pupusa that has like a squash blossom inside. It's so good. Right? And then you kind of, the thing I love about walking Los Angeles is kind of the layers you see. We've just seen layers from the 1900s to like 2026 with new apartment buildings, or they're working on a whole bunch of new studios on Santa Monica, which is kind of bizarre. Oh my gosh, I actually love El Pollo Loco. They have a new, I wish they would sponsor me. I would have one of their chicken Baja salads on every stream, right in the middle. It's so good. I'm sure it's not good for you. Here we are at the Mary Pickford Center. Right? We're a little bit below Hollywood and Vine. So this place, which I have a picture of, oh my God, have you unlocked, has anybody subscribed so we can unlock Joe? This is kind of where we're standing right now at the Pickford Center. And you can kind of see what was up ahead, a Dodge Plymouth dealer and a gaggle of lovely ladies. This opened in August 18th, 1948 as Mutual Don Lee National Network Headquarters. At the time, it was the largest studio complex ever built for simultaneous television and radio transmission. With 14 broadcast stations, Don Lee had broadcast LA's first television test signal in 1931. KCET TV launched here in 1964 as LA's first educational TV station. ABC produced The Dating Game and The Newlywed Game here. And in 2002, the Academy Motion Picture Arts and Sciences converted it to the Pickford Center for Motion Picture Study. And that's where we are. I'll show you one more really cool picture of it. It looks, they did a really nice job of not making it look too, I don't know, it doesn't look dated, it looks modern.
I agree, Charlie. It looks really wonderful, if you ask me.
Look who's here. Here's
Hey.
my postcard.
Hey.
In case you want to print that up.
Everybody, thank you for liking and subscribing and unlocking Joe. What a lovely day to be walking with you all.
Welcome. Oh, you got your earbuds. Excellent.
Can you put them in your backpack?
Okay. Everyone says, "Hey, Joe."
Hey. Hello.
And I say, "Hey, Poppy." Poppy tacos and churros, that is.
Sure.
So welcome to Hollywood, guys. Around the corner here used to be my yoga place that I go to, but now it's Netflix.
Hey, Michael. Hey, Mountain Bike. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Reds Records. Hey, Body Knowledge.
I used to know what that building
Hey,
was
Lark
over
Bark.
there too.
Hey, Callie Carr.
Hey, Callie Carr.
Hey, Angela Thomas.
Welcome, welcome to the Walk of Famers.
Oh yeah, let's give a shout
Woo!
out to Callie Carr. Thank you for upgrading your membership to the Walk of Famers.
Wait, I have
Now, you too can see the video where Charlie appears in his wonderful face. And there's another one coming soon.
I've been working on it all day.
I have to edit the video. Thank you so much, Callie Carr. It goes a long way. We really appreciate your continued support. Welcome to the Walk of Famers.
I love a good bus station. I spent a lot of time in my teenage years at bus stations taking the bus to get out of the small town I grew up in. I don't know why I'm speaking like that for emphasis. Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be a very bumpy ride. Just
We had an internet outage last night, so the gaming did not happen.
It used to be a really nice Kundalini yoga place. I loved it. I think the people that ran it were probably involved in some kind of scandal at some point, but I was just there for the incense and the 10-minute nap. A yoga nap is the best nap ever, I have to say. Oh, this Joe. We're changing from human content to what? We're changing to AI. This is a really historical corner up here, and it really kind of gets overlooked. I only really dug into it because I used to have a bank account at WAMU, Washington Mutual, which was on the corner here. I never really trusted Washington Mutual because I don't like a banker in a polo shirt and khakis. Too much room for interpretation. But the bank, which was a Hollywood Savings and Loan, I think, HSL, or Home Shopping, no, I'm kidding, is pretty fantastic. We'll walk over there, although it's not part of our trip. Hey, Brave Bull. I don't know if it was a downward dog scandal. It was like I just remember the people that ran it, I'm not going to name them, were yogis and giving up a life to be blah, 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 but they had a Rolls Royce and a Rolex. That doesn't feel very, I don't know, something I want to emulate as a person, but their exercises were great. Oh my God. All right, I want to show you what this block looked like if I can find it. Hey, Vito. So that's what was there before. And before that, a barn, a motion picture barn. This is where NBC was. And then the opposite corner, which is pretty awesome, had this music store. I'm gonna have Joe hang on to this for 1 second. Wallach's Music City. I've heard a lot about Wallach's Music City, to be honest with you. I kept coming across it when I was researching like CBS further down the street. So this was where NBC Radio City was, Radio City West. NBC Hollywood Radio actually opened on October 17th, 1938. The building, you saw it, was streamlined, modern, John C. Austin, and it was NBC's West Coast Radio and Television Production Center hosting Jack Benny, Fred Allen, and the Bob Hope Show. The Bob Hope Show, Bob Hope is coming up, Bob Hope Square, and dozens of other national broadcast programs. 4 glass-lined audience studios line Sunset Boulevard, NBC. It departed in Hollywood in 1964, and the building was demolished the same year. A bank now occupies the corner. As you saw, this is where Schwab's was on the left. This vine kind of gets up here and approaches Hollywood Boulevard. Character of the street kind of shifts again. I mean, these 2 blocks, I think, have been torn down and rebuilt since I've lived here. The low rises are all gone, and we end up here at the tourist layer of Hollywood with our Walk of Fame stars under our feet. But I just kind of wanted to highlight the corridor because it really shows the transition, I guess. I guess from public facing icons, which are up here at the Pantages, the movies that they make below us go to there.
Have you done this walk before?
No. The Hollywood Pantages we're going to come up to on the right, 1930. We'll take a look at it. Sort of a beautiful deco movie palace, right? Hosted the Academy Awards for a period of time, maybe 10 years. Still operating. And then Capitol Records, 1750 Vine, that just had its birthday. Opened April 7th, 1956.
Hey, Tom.
And speaking of chambers, we talked about the Gold Star Studio chambers beneath Capitol Records, 30 feet underground. The chambers that were designed by Les Paul, or he helped engineer them, I should probably say. Frank Sinatra, the Beatles, the Beach Boys, and of course, Nat King Cole, Capitol Records building, the house that Nat built, all recorded there. And fun fact that you all know if you've watched this, the tower's blinking light blinks Morse code. Hollywood in Morse code, sorry. And that's the whole history part of the walk. Now we're just gonna walk down Hollywood. If any of you guys want a copy of the walk, I was gonna drop them for members, but I think that, I don't know if you'd be interested. Members, if you guys wanna see the copies of the historical walks that we do, I'm happy to put those in the Discord. Let me know. It's a PDF, so I don't think I can post it on YouTube.
You want to go left here or straight?
Let's go.
Or straight up, around, and then through.
Welcome to Bob Hope
do that?
Square. Yeah.
Straight, and then up, right? You get your Capitol Records moment.
Uh-huh. Oh my God, look at this classic hot dog guy. There used to be, on this corner, a Tale of the Pup.
Those are donuts.
Oh. I couldn't. That's kind of a smart idea. From across the street, you can see Nat King Cole, Billie Holiday. Hola, Rebecca. It's too early for the blinking antenna. Woo, Capitol Records.
Thank you all so much for watching us this lovely Thursday evening. We really appreciate your support. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and chat. If it's your first time, let us know where you're watching from.
Isn't it a stack of 45s? Hey, Rebecca. Also, the architect that built this was really young and inexperienced. They have had to reinforce this building for earthquakes. It's just such a cool building and so iconic. I love being able to see it. You guys, please stand by for 1 second. I have to reconnect, so we're starting to go down. It's going to be every half hour today. I apologize. Hang tight. There was a girl performing in front of Capitol Records a couple weeks ago. She was pretty excellent. I could hear her from around the corner. There is the Knickerbocker. We're gonna do a members video on that soon. It's the Capitol Records building is now record offices. Record studio offices, I guess, or offices. I don't know how much of it is for the music business. I mean, I actually thought they were going to make condos there for a while. That's the rumor I was spreading. Wow, that is pretty cool. There is. And then there are the talentless, such as myself. I think the whole... Is there a term for when your cell phone is really loud in your car? The person in the car on the speakerphone. There's got to be a term for when the speakerphone is too loud.
I thought it was gonna like break into a song, you know, like it was one of those intros.
Uh-huh. Intrusive sound. Boom voice. I just get scared that when I listen to my speakerphone in my car, it's cranked that loud too. I mean, I don't have a car, but when I did. I mostly don't want people to hear my conversations, you know, so I would turn it down. Mostly. This one, that's all right. We're going to turn on to Hollywood Boulevard now. Showgirls is not open yet. No, the scooters don't work, I don't think, unless you start them up. Like, by.
People mostly trip on them.
Yeah, they're there for me to scar my legs on.
Let's get a book. Maybe not that one. 20 million sold.
20 million sold. I'm pretty sure that at some point in I'm pretty sure that we had a copy of Dianetics in my house. I think everybody.
That's not true. My family never had that shit.
I think the way Dianetics was foisted upon the public, it seemed a little more new age than a full-on religion. Like, do you remember the commercials for Dianetics? Well, you guys remember the commercial for Dianetics? It always smells like cola and onions. I'm gonna put my pocket in my mic. Hey Kim, likewise. I know. I think they're performing I gotta put my mic in my pocket. Goodness gracious. I know. Also, like,
They have the tile thing.
the police work for them. They have the tiles, except they've been filled in. Whenever you see glass tiles, there's a service tunnel.
already.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys already knew that,
That's where the
though.
lizard people live.
Uh-huh. Where they have all the Los Angeles gold. Oh, that's actually under Bunker Hill. That's another walk we can do one day. You know, there was a guy that convinced the LA city government to let him dig in Bunker Hill looking for gold that had been left by, I think, lizard people. Something like that. He never found the gold, which makes me think that there really aren't lizard people. I think playing Eye of the Tiger on full blast is another way to make streamers go away. Just blast copywritten music. The Terry Gar bench. Right? I think that's classical music. This 7-Eleven plays pretty loud classical music sometimes, and another one does also to keep people kind of from congregating.
Music being used to deter people. Dystopian.
That's okay, Jennifer. I vacillate because I'm older.
Watch your step.
I will. I just want to say hi to Myrna Loy. Hey, shout out to Myrna Loy, the last
Speaking of Myrna Loy, tomorrow we're gonna play
Mara.
Jackbox.
Oh my gosh, tomorrow is Jackbox night on Joe's gaming channel.
Charlie will be there too,
I'll be there too.
playing along with his snacks.
So tomorrow, we are going to go to downtown LA and roll around there because there'll be a Dodgers game tomorrow night and we're going to get in that kind of mess. I always love to see Alvera Street on the night of a Dodgers game, bustling and hustling. So we're going to do that and walk around downtown. And then afterwards, Joe is going to have Jackbox gaming on his gaming channel. It'll probably just link up to that afterwards. Tomorrow I go to the Skid Row Museum. I'm really excited. And then afterwards I'll stream. I think it says 4:44, but I'll probably start a little early. I've just been really interested in visiting the museum. We just passed Jane's house. I'll walk back and take a look at it though. I love Jane's house. I'm gonna sneeze though. I always love a side
Hey, side
detour.
note.
Hey, side note. I always love a side note. Also, here, let's walk up here and see Jane's house. We're going to walk around the block back to where we started. We're going to walk by that tattoo shop again. Guy's going to think we're nuts. Or we have a crush on him. So Jane's house is not that house, but the house that is peeking out right there. It's the last Victorian house. You can just barely see the edge of it. Victorian house that was on Hollywood Boulevard. They have pushed it back a little bit. I want to know what those are that look like little Dutch colonials, and then also the other house that's over there. I have no idea what those are. But basically, the house stayed there because the two sisters promised their parents at some point that they would never give it up. And they stayed on until the end. In fact, I imagine kind of a Grey Garden situation, because I did read that the last remaining sister slept in a window box in the kitchen to protect the place. We're coming up on Yucca. We're going to turn a right. The easiest way to see that house is from the back. You can also walk in through the little courtyard, but this kind of shows it off better. Also, we're going to rob this food mobile. I wonder what's in there. Sijuro. I would love to live in the Fontenoy.
Will there be gaming merch? I don't know.
Eventually, Joe will have keychains.
saw your curls. Awesome.
I hope it was a flattering behind shot. I would just post it on my... Can I will email you later.
RoboCop? Did you ever like RoboCop? Someone asked.
Not as much as Terminator,
I feel that.
but I did like RoboCop.
There's a RoboCop game.
Oh, I don't know that. I feel like I played the RoboCop game.
I think maybe I let you play it a little.
Right over there, that's the Lido building. The Lido. That's where the Hotel California was photographed, the album cover. I say that all the time. I'm sorry if you've been a regular watcher. This might be some new people here. Not on these walks, but I think everyone here probably has an Andy Dick story. We discuss that from time to time. Have you run into Andy Dick?
Not on the live stream, but
No,
I've had a run in when I used to go out in Hollywood and hit the bars. But I think that's just kind of LA rite of passage at this point. If you've lived here long enough and you check out the nightlife. Oh, look at the sidewalk is all colorful.
So thank you so much for being here. I wanted to present you with this arrangement of flowers.
Thank you all for watching us.
We're just gonna peek over here. Hopefully they're valet people or... Anyway, that's it. There is a video that LA Unknown did where they go inside, and it just is fantastic. Now, these guys are also little studios, probably for editing or audio. I watched the Jane's House video that LA Unknown made, also the one I made, which working on the member videos, oh my gosh, what a cute little mini. The guy looks like he's 7 feet tall in it though. Working on the members videos, I kind of have experimented with voice, and I think that one was one of my earlier ones. I think it had a ghostly end to it.
Deja vu.
Oh my god, we were just here. So you saw it from the back. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that, but if you're at the video, it's a lot to read. I won't. Is $8 well drink cheap?
That doesn't sound like a happy hour.
Well, is an $8 well drink cheap? Let me see how big a video can be on the Discord. And we can put it up on 2 parts, or if you wanted to, I'll email you. I don't want to, I know you're working on your channel. I want that apartment up there. Just for the Hollywood Christmas parade, I could really just kick it I could come down to this market and get phone chargers if I needed them. But $8 for a well drink, is that cheap? I feel like that's inexpensive for a drink. I think you're wrong about that being a happy hour.
Yeah. LA Unknown is our AI bot.
Uh-huh.
It's like a cooler version of Nightbot. I'm just kidding.
I never,
I mean, technically we have no idea if they're real or not. We don't know if any of you are real.
or if we are even real. This could be the Matrix, you know? We could all be Sims, although I don't think we are. But really, what happens to the Sims when you shut the game off? Do you remember the time that Lisa grew a whole entire kingdom in on her tooth on The Simpsons? I don't know what that had to do with simulations, but I went there anyway. Tony 2000. Remember when everything was 2000 in order to sound modern? They made everything like something 2000. I'm gonna cross the street here.
Well, kind of sounds cool.
What?
Adding 2000.
Makes it sound modern. In 1980. All right. The WoW store. They close at 5 o'clock. Exactly. But I have this seal that says, "I'm human content." Right there. We are humans, right? Is it slow motion? Let me fix that. I'm gonna walk over here and fix the slow motion. It's not me or anything I'm doing. It's the update to the system. I should have lowered the frame rate to 750, but I just couldn't put on a 750 show. Hold on for 1 second.
We'll fix it soon.
I think Apple should fix it. Hold on for 1 second. I am going to...
Let's go.
All right. There we are. It's not your internet connection. I made the mistake of updating my iPhone.
Yeah, sometimes with the live streams, we run into these technical things. It's kind of like a process. But thanks for being patient with us and understanding. We appreciate it. We always, you know us, we always try to strive for the best connections, so we're very aware.
Woo! Hey, sorry about that. So we updated our iPhone. The app that we used to stream had a notice asking us to lower from 60 frames per second to 30 frames per second. because there's something wrong with the app and the phone. I'm already at 30 frames per second and 1080p, which is HD, you know? I don't want to go 750. I don't know. I was wondering if there was a way to revert it also. I saw a picture of the rest of this block when it all looked like that today. Pretty cool, actually. And now it's like wacky tacos or something. I'm glad it's Mr. Tempo Cantina. I'm glad I actually got a chance to go there when it was the Pig and Whistle. Even if it was just for a cocktail or a sidecar. I think I had a sidecar and fries. No kidding, right, Tony? Thanks, LA Unknown. I didn't have time to address that. We got modern, we got old-timey, and we got really old-timey. But we don't have colonial. Hollywood, I think I saw a plan for their revitalization of it for the Olympics, and it's really just this strip here and then part of Sunset. That's the best wax museum on Hollywood Boulevard, by the way. Hands down. I feel like it's the parallel street, actually. It's like the block. I wish they would revitalize Crossroads of the World. I've been looking at that all week, and it's really cool. Looks like it just was a cool spot, really. Rebecca, it's A-okay to lurk. We support that and we salute you. Lurkers are always welcome. So Foot Locker's getting a makeover, maybe a facelift. We love lurkers. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. You don't have to. You could totally forget. I'd appreciate it. Maybe that's what I should say. Don't smash anything, though. The first time I was here before this was built, actually. I think we're going to get some Good Time Religion on the other side of the street, so I apologize in advance. They weren't calling me that.
100% true. Scientology is not it. So I'm telling you guys, there's Jehovah's Witnesses over there.
Oh.
Israelites over there. These are all cults from the devil. But I'm here to tell you today that Jesus Christ is the only way to go to heaven. He is the one and true door to eternal life. But a lot of us, we would rather go on the road to hell because we enjoy our sin more than living for God. Because I always like to tell people, there's millions of roads to hell, but there's only one way to heaven.
We're not trying to do that right now.
I was ministering to a Hindu the other day.
Oh.
Worship our demons. You give your life to Jesus.
I am blown away by what he just said. Sorry. He's not only proselytizing, but he's saying that other people's beliefs are demons. Anyway, enough about that. Correct. I have not seen them. I only see them at Santa Monica Plaza, Santa Monica Promenade. Ooh. I think they're all waiting for the new Wetzel's pretzels. Wetzel's! Maybe not. That was like a Black Friday line for Wetzel's pretzels. Joe wants to get the berry sweet bits made with Nutella. He loves those bits.
Guys, we don't need to argue about religion in the chat. Let's be above it.
Do you remember when it had the canopied walkway out, the big red thing that went all the way out to here? I'm just always blown away by this building. Let me know if we look slow-mo again. Oh my god, I love blueberry Eggos. My favorite way to eat Eggos, or Begos, you just pop them out of the toaster and rub the stick of butter on them, like you're coloring it with a crayon. I've never seen Euphoria.
Yeah, Jay, there was an event that we were going to go to this weekend, but it got postponed.
Until
September?
September, yeah. So I have it posted for September. I don't know if that's the exact Sunday that it's going to happen, but we are going to get some rain on. I just wanted to show that moment, that sweet moment where he put his earbuds down on Michael Jackson's Star. This is not the world's greatest wax museum. The Hollywood Wax Museum is the greatest. I'm just saying that because I like local businesses, right? Oh my gosh, it's the Magic Castle.
I wonder if we're going to get a good sunset.
It's a little hazy today. It's supposed to...
Do you want to just walk this way
Sure.
for a bit and catch the sun?
I think we catch it better from the other side, but I'll walk this way. Like, you want to cross here? Oh. I like catching it on the mirrored building.
Across the next one.
Oh my gosh, I never thought of I can't believe it's not butter spray. I wish they made real butter that was sprayable. You could use it like suntan lotion. I'm not tanning, I'm just basting. That sounded really awful. It's like incense. Smell the fried from across the street.
You can smell the wild from Buffalo Wild.
You can smell the wild. We've not tried Raising Cane's yet.
I feel like it's been a minute since we've eaten, like, not at home.
That's true. Although I try to convince you every chance I get. Just one cheeseburger, please. I'll eat healthy tomorrow. Please, can we go to Dave's Hot Chicken? We'll have a salad tomorrow. That's always a magical feeling, eh? Oh, I love seeing people pose on the stars. I wonder who they're posed on. It's always a treat figuring it out.
You want to go up here?
Yeah. I forgot we can go up here. I wonder if it's New Kids on the Block or Louis Miguel.
Los Tigres del Norte.
Mana, Pepe Aguilar, and Antonio Aguilar. We're not going to read these right now, so pretend I didn't do that. Last 3 days of the month, we're going to read them all. If I finish fast, we won't do it for 3 days. But I kind of feel like I want to take my time doing it. I am going to break down the stars that we'll cover on those 3 days as accurately as I can. So if your star pops up on that star walk, you can scream in the chat,
Favorite
of course.
comfort food? Ask Gomez.
Oh, my favorite comfort food is fried. Hey Honda dude, thank you so much for following. We're kind of new to Twitch. That's why you and Jeff are there, but you guys can always chat and it comes right into YouTube. We're on Twitch. If you guys are ever on Twitch, feel free to join. This is our Twitch. It's exactly the same as our YouTube. Also, generally we're 30 frames per second. We're dealing with an update, an Apple update. So enjoy the slow-mo while you can. What's that?
Someone said fried gizzard lizard.
I
Hey,
think
Honda.
my comfort food is probably something I eat all the time. So it would be like fried chicken, or I don't eat fried chicken all the time, I take that back, but like some kind of fried chicken, or I love a grilled cheese with French fries. From like Denny's though. It has to be on a griddle, not my house. I've wondered that before, like how many tourist videos and pictures we end up in.
I try not to think about it.
But how many tourists have we captured? If you have taken a vacation to Los Angeles, in the past year and walked down Hollywood Boulevard, we might have caught you. I didn't want to like, yeah, May Wong is all wrong still. That's why there's only a three-way signal here.
Ready?
Oh my gosh. I have to make meatloaf for Joe, as he claims to have never tried meatloaf. When we have a really awesome sunset, it always looks fantastic on this building. I feel like we're gonna have a gray day tomorrow.
That's funny, Tony.
Yeah, because I Want to Be Your Man by Levert.
Joe is
playing.
meatloafless. It's a tough one to say.
Meatloaf is no longer really cheap. I feel like beef is so expensive. I just now thought I should make a meatloaf. And I
sounds
thought
good.
that the other day too. I like to dip broccoli in peanut sauce. My favorite. What are your comfort foods, if you guys haven't spoke up? What is your comfort food, Joe?
I mean, that's
Chips
a tough
and
question.
tortilla- chips and salsa?
Does comfort food mean? Like, when I hear comfort food, I think of like something that like your mother would cook. You know, like something that's like reminds you of. You know, is that not comfort food?
I think it's like a cheer up meal,
Cheer up.
you know? If I were to cook something my mother was famous for cooking, I guess that would be comforting. She used to make rectangle pizza, but my mother was not a very good cook. It's a rectangle pizza, and I think she pretty much used like, my father was a chef though, Chef Boyardee pizza crust mix. I don't know if that was a thing.
Biscuits and gravy.
I mean, I think
pot roast and potatoes.
think-
That all sounds good.
I think all of your comfort foods would comfort me as well. Oh, mashed potatoes. Just a bowl of mashed potatoes. I'm kind of getting hungry.
I don't think you're the only one getting hungry.
I had some rice with peanut sauce and peas today. And also some yogurt. I was editing all day, so I feel like I've been on drugs, really. It makes me so kind of tired. I like it. It makes me tired, and it makes me feel like I've been drinking coffee for like 14 hours. Even though
when you're locked in.
It makes me wired, though. Like, don't talk to me. I'm trying to move something. Why does this thing work differently than the last time? It really does always work differently than the last time. Let's see. Right? I could just eat a stick of butter as comfort food. I love pasta too. I think it would be like fettuccine alfredo if it was a pasta, or fettuccine with like a blue cheese alfredo. I love blue cheese, which is weird. I'm trying to convince Joe to rent the Ferrari. I'm joking.
Only $109.
For 1 hour.
And then you crash it
Uh-huh. And you're paying for it eternally.
for the
Whoa.
rest of your life.
The locals walk on the curb, by the way. Or in the gutter. No way. I actually think that's a really nice combination. Applesauce and potatoes. I feel like I've had something like that before. Let's just cross here. I hate that little souvenir store because they always play music so loud that you have to run across the street. I wanted to really walk over to the Hollywood Roosevelt. Sorry for the slow moves. Yes. Yes, pork chops and applesauce. Joe doesn't remember that, but I do it all the time, and now
I've never seen that ever until you showed me the clip.
You've referenced
Until
it now,
you
yeah.
did the voice too.
Pork chops and applesauce. Swell. The youngsters are like, Brady what? Tom Brady? Tom Brady's bunch? Oh my god, glitching out. Oh my god. Okay, they have it again. Every Tuesday at El Capitan, it's $5 to see a movie. I mean, not just any movie. It's like a movie that's already played, but still, it's at the El Capitan. We were talking about how expensive movies were before. This is an awesome opportunity to check out this movie theater for $5. The only rub, it's $5 on a Tuesday. Oh my god, that hot dog cart smelled really great. I want to see what's on $5 Tuesday. All ages. Learn the history of $25. Oh, that's for a tour, but they usually have hoppers. I swear to God, I saw the thing that said $5 Tuesdays. I'll look on their website. Oh, there we go. Not. It's a $5 popcorn bucket. Bummer. But I could be. I'm gonna make sure I'm not wrong. You could see hoppers with SZA if you want. Gilligan spells Gilligan. All right, I think of the $5 Tuesday I imagined. I want it so bad. Oh my god, I loved Gilligan. Little buddy. Also, the many loves of Dobie Gillis. I kind of loved him on that too. Here's the car Joe and I are going to rent to go down the strip. I'll get the white one. Only $5. That's still a little expensive for us. Oh, it's Elvis. I forgot I'm holding the microphone. And Terminator and Spider-Man. Skinny Spider-Man. You can look, but don't touch.
I thought we were further down for a second.
It's the most photographed thing on Hollywood Boulevard I read. Was that dinosaur? Are you going to stream tonight, Joe?
I wasn't planning on it.
Or are we
to
going
be
to save
honest.
it up for
I'd have
tomorrow?
to for tomorrow, probably. I'd have to like rush home, set it up.
I know.
Maybe I'll hop on
nothing.
later, but I'm not sure. I know yesterday it redirected you guys all to the video that like was 10 minutes long or whatever. The internet like cut out midstream, so
We paid our bill. It
thanks
wasn't
for
bad.
yeah, it was a Spectrum outage.
I kind of liked Hogan's Heroes, but I think a lot of it went over my head. Oh, I love music. I still sing it.
Do you know where you're going tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Friday. We are going to go downtown. There's a Dodgers game. I'm not walking to Dodger Stadium this time. I'm going to be around Olvera Street and Union Station. So we're going to probably get off. Well, I have an appointment at 3 on Broadway. So I don't know why you're doing that. I have an appointment at 3 on Broadway. So as soon as that ends, I'm going to start walking towards Union Station. But I'll probably start a little early tomorrow. Oh my God, it's the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. I liked, what else did I like? That was an old TV show. The Avengers. I love The Avengers. Fantastic. 60s. Oh, of course, Bewitched. We already kind of walked this side. Should we cross here and hit
Sure.
the other side? Yeah. We don't need to take a test right now. That's weird. The Giants house and Upside Down house are not open. Maybe they're on a break. I like The Man from U.N.C.L.E. 2 and Get Smart. Which, of course, meant I also loved Inspector Gadget, which is really just Get Smart, right? And Happy Days. And Laverne and Shirley. And Mork and Mindy. I think ABC Network had the best shows in the 80s. Oh, I definitely know better. I would only give them Joe's phone number. I remember that scene from when I lived in Boston. And also, people have been like standing up to them here for a couple of years. Like people who were involved in the Scientology and got out. Um,
Ready?
it was kind of a look. Sorry for swearing. A person on their phone in their Tesla almost slid into us at the red light. I never saw the prisoner. What, remember there was like the woman from Uncle also with like Stephanie Powers? I once saw Stephanie Powers walking around with a bird on her shoulder. It's weird they have Travis Scott. Oh, Aaliyah. It was like weird like kind of horror stuff and then Aaliyah. I would love an Aaliyah t-shirt. Not that particular one. I just feel like I don't know how I feel about myself in a concert t-shirt. As like a
I love a
fit
t-shirt.
or a look. I know, but it's a little more. You could get an $8 well drink or an $8.99 pitcher. I think I would get an $8.99 pitcher. Right? Every August I remember Aaliyah. She is still alive. I saw her just a couple of years ago. I also think, wait, she was in the Hollywood Christmas Parade in, I feel like she's in a TV show right now. This is the one hotel, if you're going to stay in Hollywood, I'm just kidding.
I'm surprised escape rooms still are a thing.
Thank you. No, thank you. That's kind of a good deal. Barbara Eden is 94 or 96, and she just posted a picture on her Instagram. She looks as fresh as ever. I don't know what her secret is. She's a djinn? A genie? $83 is the new $35 as far as I'm concerned. You can do anything at 83. I mean, I think some things should have age limits. I'm not going to get specific on that. It's nothing any one of you want to do, I don't think, so you're not going to be insulted. We just missed our walk. Uh-huh. Thank you so much. We try. We also really try to get on back streets and side streets and alleyways, so. I have a feeling. Can you hold this? Sorry. That's an alarming thing to see.
Oh, your phone?
Yeah, how could it be to 10%? With a lollipop, right? It was weird that he kind of was Telly Savalas, the lollipop guy. It was kind of weird that he was always putting something in his mouth that looked exactly like him. Thanks, Kim. I have. Oh, it's our bus. Thanks so much. We shoot for TV viewing because I think, I don't know. I think
right now we are dealing with a frames per second glitch.
yeah, we're a little
It's getting slow right now. Actually, we might have to sign off soon, right?
we are going to sign off. There is a new update for my phone today, and I updated again thinking it would correct the frames per second.
Weird.
But it looks like the battery is at 10%, which I usually get a warning at 20. So I think
It's not charging for some reason.
that happens every once in a while. So I think we're going to say goodnight here before the stream ends abruptly.
Unless you unplug the transmitter, just plug directly into it.
Shout out to the Dash drivers and shout out to the Hollywood team that cleans this and every block. It's pretty awesome.
If it just shuts off automatically, if it shuts off, guys, just thank you so much for watching us tonight. Thank you for sticking through. Thank you for being patient and understanding through all of our technical
10
difficulties.
frames per second.
We really appreciate you all so much. I might get on the gaming channel later tonight. Not 100% sure.
We're going to take this side
But
street because it gets us a little closer.
thank you all for watching. Tomorrow is
will be live streaming
Friday.
at 4:44 from downtown LA, so Union Station. There's a Dodgers game, so we'll get to see the area really busy and bustling, and then we'll walk to 7th. And Joe is going to.
We're going to play Jackbox tomorrow night on the gaming channel.
So Amy, we expect you to be there. It's definitely a game everyone can play. No violence. Wait, what is the other game we play? Oh, GTA. It's not GTA. It's fun.
You don't have to be there
But
though.
you don't have to be there.
It's not for everyone. It's fine. Sometimes it's okay just to walk.
Please.
I definitely enjoy the walks.
We really appreciate you being here. That's one of my favorite. Oh my gosh, it's so new. There's a total new wall back there in my favorite graffiti alley. We will take a look at it.
I want to give a special shout out
on
again
Monday.
to Cali Car for
Woo!
upgrading
Thanks for the
your
upgrade.
membership.
New members videos over the next 2 days. The gaming channel is, get this.
Here, I can
It's this.
go in the chat.
Bump, 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 bump. I don't know why I did that because now I'm never going to be able to get rid of it. That's the gaming channel.
Or you could just click on the chat that I just chatted saying, hey,
Right? This guy
and go to profile, and then you can subscribe there if you'd like.
So you guys, thank you so much for being part of this walk. And for those of you who come night after night and on the weekends, thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate you. Those fireworks are for you. Cali Car 1986. Welcome.
And don't forget to like and subscribe here, please. Thank you all so much. We really appreciate the support.
So we will leave you with this funky, funky cat doing a funky, funky dance. It's Joe's cat. Where's your girl? There she is. I know it doesn't really look natural, but love it. She's singing, "You can ring my bell, you can ring my bell, ring-a-ling-a." Why is Ring My Bell all of a sudden on my Gen Z? You can ring my bell. That's the one? All of a sudden it's on the algorithm. Anyway, you guys don't want to hear me sing Anita Ward's Ring My Bell. You can go listen to it yourself. Have a really awesome night. We will see you on the morrow.
Okay, let's give them a break.
Uh-huh.
They did it.
Poor cat.
All right, guys. Thank
Good night,
you all
guys.
so much. Have a great night. See you later.
Boop.
Bye.